The American dream is the classic Cinderella story. It's the rags to riches stories about those who are willing to build something from nothing. I'm Nick Sproul, managing broker of Southwestern Real Estate and South Florida native, and I'm living proof of the American dream down here, and I can't wait to share it with you. Welcome to Selling South Florida. In the true spirit of the American dream, we're out here at one of my favorite breweries in Broward County, LauderAle Brewery. This place is a hidden gem off the beaten path, tucked into a warehouse district by Port Everglades. Today we're gonna meet Kyle Jones, one of the owners and co-founders of LauderAle. Let's take a look. Kyle, you and I had a chance to meet for the first time recently, but my wife and I have been coming to this place for years, man. It's the diverse selection of beers and the whole indoor-outdoor vibe that first attracted us. But man, how'd this thing come together? How did it all get started here?
Yeah, Nick, thanks for being here, and I appreciate your support over the years. Yeah, it's been a long journey. We've been open 10.5 years. It all began with just two buddies, going out drinking beer. We stopped by a little craft beer bar. We have more than a few beers, and we start bouncing all these ideas back and forth. And one of them was, how cool would it be to own a brewery? And then we come up with the name LauderAle, and we're like, wow, we got to do this.
That's awesome.
And the next day, we ordered a little home brew kit. We started in my kitchen, one-bedroom condo. About 6 months in my condo, then we moved into my business partner's garage. 18 months later, we opened for our grand opening.
From brewing beers every week in your garage to going, okay, we got something here. How did you know you had something?
Well, I don't think we ever really knew that we had something, right? It was really about, the family, the friends, the community that, thought what we were doing was awesome. And I think they really inspired us to push forward. And we really had a passion for, craft beer and starting a business. That's what kept us going, and that's why we're here today, mainly because of the community.
I've seen a lot of events that you guys have put together over the years. Tell me about some of those events that got more people out here and what that 10-year anniversary was like.
We're really inspired and focused on, working with the community and helping out, the people that come here and support us. So we're very event focused. We do bluegrass festivals, micro wrestling, car shows, motorcycle shows, birthdays, all the type of celebrations you can imagine. And for our anniversary party, we always do like a 3 or 4 day weekend. We have live music, food trucks, all sorts of games and events and merch. We release 30 new beers, so each day we release 10 beers. So it's a whole festival, and I don't think anybody really ever does it like we do.
And that community impact is what it's all about. But long before it was about that, it was about just making good craft beers in the condo or the garage or finally here. But it's time for us to try some of those, man.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Homeownership is just one piece of the American dream, but it's gotten more and more challenging for young people to get in. The average age of a first-time home buyer in America is now at an all-time high of 38 years old. Much like Kyle moving from the garage brewing to the tap room, first-time home buyers are having to get a lot more creative to find their way into homeownership. One of the ways that they're getting more creative is through a concept called house hacking, and this duplex is a perfect example of it. If you're a single first-time home buyer in America, you could literally buy a duplex like this with as little as 5% down. You got a 3-2 on one side that you could occupy and even rent out the 2 other rooms in there to roommates. And then you've got a 3-2 on the other side as well that could either be rented as a long-term annual rental, or since you're only 5 minutes from downtown Fort Lauderdale and 10 minutes from the beach, it could be used as a vacation rental as well. If you're in your 20s or 30s and you're trying to get started building some equity, house hacking could be the key to your American dream. From home brewing to house hacking, I hope you got a good taste today of what the American dream is all about. Thanks so much for joining us on Selling South Florida. We'll see you next time on American Dream TV.